One was what Lottie enjoyed most of all. Her life had many obstacles and tough battles that made her strong and made her who she was. One of the toughest battles was being diagnosed with breast cancer. She was worried and scared, but was going to fight back and take breast cancer down. As many of you know, Lottie never backed down from a fight. Of course, she took cancer down and became cancer-free. I remember getting the call telling me, "I'm cancer-free." I said, "See, Mom, I knew you would beat it." She would always tell me, "You're the reason I was not willing to give up the fight. You are my world." "You are my world, Stephanie, and I love you more than anything." When she was around me, she would always kiss and hug me tight, and always made sure I knew how proud she was of me and how much she truly loved me. To my mom, cooking was her passion and now her legacy. You name it, she could bake it. She could whip up a gourmet meal on a moment's notice out of whatever was in the kitchen, and she always proclaimed that, "Oh, it's nothing." Every meal was made with love and came from her heart. Although she would ask whoever was eating, "Is it good? What you think? Do you like it?" And then she would share what she liked and didn't like and what she would change. This was our talk all through dinner. Although I must admit, when I was a teenager, I would get upset knowing she was cooking because I was the one who cleaned the kitchen and dishes. I just couldn't understand why she had to use every single pot, pan, skillet, and utensil we owned. The kitchen always looked like a bomb went off when she was done cooking. You would think an army of soldiers or a large group of people were coming to dinner every night by the amount of food she prepared. But it was just us three. Whatever was left, she would make a plate for our neighbor across the street. He was dying from cancer and had no family left. My mom could not stand to see him not have a home-cooked meal. We spent a lot of time together in the kitchen cooking, dancing, being silly, listening to music way too loud, and singing every song horribly, I might add. These were such fun times, and I will never forget. I'm sure everyone here will remember her most through her food, kind heart, and loving nature. Now let's talk about the animals. There are people who like animals, and there are people who love animals, and then there was Lottie. Growing up, we had dogs, goats, guinea pigs, turtles, and I think even at one point we had a rabbit. I never knew her love for cats until she lived with Keith. She would tell me all about their cats and always referred to them as her babies. I could not believe how many they had and remember telling her she had turned into the crazy cat lady. Some lived outside, some lived inside, but I knew deep down she wanted them all inside, cuddled up next to her. She spoiled all her babies with love and made sure they didn't go without. I know her babies are going to be missing her and wondering when Mama is coming home. My mother may not have lived the life she dreamed about or fully deserved, but found happiness and fulfillment in the love and caring she had for her family and friends. She was truly an incredible friend and an irreplaceable mother with a heart of gold, always offering her support, strength, and comfort to anyone going through a rough time. So let's all remember the wonderful lessons she gave to us throughout the years. I believe her death symbolizes the most important lesson she could give us. That life is too short to let adversaries, setbacks, or anything, or any of the distractions of the world keep you from the most important aspect of life, your family. That is the thing about death. It appears there is never enough time. There is never enough time to plan anything, to say all the things that we want to say, or to do all the things we want to do. Some people tend to get lost in the part of grieving, always wishing that there was enough time for one last trip, phone call, hug, or kiss. Although we may not have been ready, it was my mother's time to go. Heaven needed her, and while she will be forever missed and never forgotten, her kind words and gestures will remain in our hearts and in our memories. Her love of quality time with her family will continue to be passed on for generations to come. In this way, my mom will live forever, through our memories, through the traditions that she made, and through our love for one another. I would like to dedicate this song to her here today, called Make